Welcome to the Big Blue Offensive Podcast with Mike Trainer, Jay Jules, and John Depot. Hey, what's up, Giants fan? Welcome to the BBL NYG Podcast. I am Mike. That is Jules. That is Vin. Well, guys, tough loss on Sunday. Kind of figured it was going to happen when we went over the pick segment. San Fran, even though they came in from the West Coast for the 1 o'clock game, didn't really matter.
Backup quarterback,
but they had the better coach. I'll give it a lot of credit to Jackson Dart. He was making some incredible plays, some incredible passes. Guys just dropped the ball on him. And of course, with the trade deadline come and gone, we didn't make a move. And I know everybody was like hyped over Waddle with Miami, the Dolphins firing their GM. Maybe Waddle's back on the table, but why would Miami give away their number one wide receiver on a great contract, especially after losing Tyreek Hill? It didn't make any sense to begin with. I think we're all hoping for that. At least I was. But now we got to go in with the rest of the year with McLeod that we picked up and this offense. And I just hope I hope the kid don't get hurt because he's still scrambling for his life on a lot of plays. He's getting hit. You always kind of worry about that's always in the back of your head, especially the way our luck is with this Giant season. But yeah, man, another game. And then it's, obviously on to Chicago.
Listen, I don't even know where to start there. First, let's just start with the trade thing because there's going to be a lot of trade talk later on with some of the big moves that were made throughout the day today. But we've all gone on to say, and it's kind of funny because I guarantee you half the people that are bitching and complaining that we didn't make any moves today are the same people bitching and complaining that Shane and Dable should be fired, right? So if that's the case, then you should be happy in a way because they didn't give up any of our stock. Did you really want to trust this regime to fucking make these big blockbuster trades or blow it all up or get rid of some key pieces? No, man, they're not going to be here next year. Let everything fall to the next GM and the next head coach. Why let these idiots go out there and fuck something up on us, man? I don't want to see that. I'm glad we didn't make any moves, man. Unless it was some crazy offer for us that we would have passed up on, which I didn't think existed. I think it would have been dumb if we would have fucking made any trades today.
I'm actually going to take a different perspective from the both of you. I think we should have made moves, but not to be buyers. I think we should have been sellers. We're 2-6. You know what I mean? I would have done my damnedest to get Thibodeau out of here. We're not signing Thibodeau. We're not.
How do you know?
Because it's stupid if we do. That's why. He's going to ask for $100 million, and we all know he doesn't deserve that.
Yeah, so then let him go get that somewhere else. You know what I'm trying to say? But
and then you're lucky you get a comp pick. You're lucky if you get one. So why not trade the guy?
Also, look, it ain't like nobody was beating down our door trying to give us a number one fucking first round pick for him either. You know what I'm saying? If that was the case,
fucking Sauce got two. Sauce with two first rounders.
Yeah, I mean that's incredible.
That's insane.
Number one corner though, man. There's not a lot of them out there.
Yeah, well, come on, bro.
Is he a number one corner? He's had one good year.
Right.
One good year.
He's still a number one corner. No doubt.
Is he?
But he's on the Jets. Now he's not.
Yeah, but what does that mean? You can still lock people down.
Dude, Trainer, it's 2 number ones. That's insane.
And a second round pick.
Well,
and he's already paid. They already paid him.
Yeah. And he gets more money in 2027. Now he can restructure, of course. But the Jets owed him like $28 million.
I thought that was insane.
Too late round. It'll be late round number one pick. So like later in the round. It's almost like 2 seconds, right? I mean,
it doesn't matter. It's still their number one pick. Yeah, the Colts act like they've arrived or something.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of building going on there.
That means Jones is getting extended. So then they got their quarterback. So really, what are they going to go after in like the NFL draft for the next couple of years? You got your team, and you got the rest of the picks. The way they draft, I think they'll be fine. Who cares about?
We'll see because later on in the pick segment we'll talk more about who they have to play. They still have the Chiefs. Their schedule all of a sudden.
I think they've already.
Their schedule gets real.
I think they've already gotten exposed. Already. They made Jones throw 51 times. All right, back to the Giants. I would like them to have been sellers. I think Thibodeau was somebody that you could have moved. You could have moved one of those backup quarterbacks.
I was surprised that didn't happen.
Even for like a 6th rounder, I would have taken it. Like, these dudes are not the future. Winston included. They're not the future. So it's like, I would have loved Neal or Hyatt to move, but nobody wants them, so I can understand
They're
that. They're just
garbage.
waiting for those guys to just become free agents and they'll sign them on the cheap.
Yep.
But like I'm like, all right, who do we have? Now, a friend of mine, you guys are not gonna want to hear this, and I'm not saying I agree, but I kind of like it. Addition by subtraction. If we're gonna do a rebuild, because I think that's what we need. I think our team is horrific. Dexter Lawrence. I would have possibly shopped him out and see what was out there for him. Just see, because I gotta tell you, thank you, Carl Banks, because I didn't notice. Thank you for calling out Dexter Lawrence this year. He has been. I still think he gets double teamed a lot. I think Banks was wrong about that. I think he does get double teamed a whole lot. But Dexter Lawrence has done nothing. This, other than McFadden, this front seven has been healthy this year, and they have been the largest disappointment on this team. Bigger disappointment than the offense because they've never had a complete game. They've done well in certain games. They were dominant in 3 quarters against Dallas and Denver, but that like we don't manufacture. We got hurt on the back end, and since we've been hurt, we've been getting gashed. But then it's like this front seven, you can't stop the run. McCaffrey was wide open all game last game when he was going out for a pass. Like it's pitiful. The defense to me is soft. You're telling me we're gonna re-sign Thibodeau? He's the first one that doesn't set the edge for the run. He's out of here. Like, there's no way I think we should keep that guy. I don't like him. I don't like the way he dresses. I don't like his big armband. There's a lot of Thibodeau that he goes so quiet against big teams. You know, the one time he finally fell on a ball and made a nice play, they didn't give it to him in the Philly game. So it was like, fuck, man. Like Thibodeau to me is too
Right.
quiet. Burns is a beast right now, and we paid him and we traded for him. Dex to me, I like he's homegrown and he's our guy in the middle. Like if somebody's got to go, and we got Carter waiting in the wings, somebody's got to go. It's got to be Thibodeau. It has to be. We can't keep
I,
him.
I like for them to keep him and sign him to the extension and keep this squad together. Like I
You're
mean,
gonna put all your money into that defensive line that
you
has
know,
underperformed.
well, it's only like 10 games, and don't forget, like we always say it on the past pods, our coaching staff is crazy, and then for them sticking with Bowen is just it's nonsense to me. I don't know.
You got to
Listen,
look at the
yeah, but
personnel. You got to look
you
at the
see guys
personnel.
playing uninspired.
It seems
You know what
like
I'm trying to
they're
say?
not
Like,
into it.
yeah, like bro, guys are just getting blown up off the ball. Like they just, there's no attack.
Wrong.
They don't believe. They're not buying into the system.
You're getting that from Burns.
No, 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 no. I listen. I can't say enough about Burns. Burns has been
Burns
outstanding.
looks like a
Listen, Bobby O's been great too. Bobby O's been quietly great. He's been there. He's been a good leader. He's solid. He's making tons of tackles.
Oh, they just called the Bumdani one. They just
Ah,
called it.
Jesus.
It's official.
Well, we saw that coming.
All right, back to it. I'm sorry. It just came up, popped up on my computer.
um,
Ooh.
but yeah, like for me, if I'm a young and up or one or the other, either I'm an experienced defense coordinator who's looking for that second chance to kind of make a name for or reinvent myself and make a new name, or I'm this up and coming dude that's hungry and wants an opportunity. I would be salivating over this defense. Sure, there's a couple of flaws, a couple of holes still that need to be filled, whatnot, but they can be fixed. And to me, with that front seven, I'd want to keep it intact. That should be the strength of our team, and it's not. And bro, it's coaching. It's the coaching. It's the coaching, dude. I could bring up so many things, and I'll just bring up the two obvious ones that occurred that are the easiest to pick on. This guy doesn't even learn from his own mistakes. He makes a huge mistake against Dallas, playing that soft coverage to give up a huge gain, to put them in field goal range, even though it was a little unrealistic, but they were still in field goal range, and they lose to a field goal. So now you got to reset. A couple of weeks later, you blew a big lead. You got a chance to redeem yourself. And what do? You put yourself in the same fucking defense again, this time worse, because you take some of your best pass rushers off the field. What the fuck are you doing?
You realize?
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Ben and Jules. Like, what about the guy from Minnesota's defensive coordinator? What's his name? Guy that got in trouble again?
The guy that put up the defensive
So
coordinator
about-
in Minnesota.
Yeah.
He's the guy that put the lawsuit on everybody.
Yeah,
on us.
right. And then he interviewed with us and the whole thing.
Brian Flores. Brian
Flores.
Flores.
Now
ain't got nothing.
imagine him as defensive coordinator of the Giants and the job
yeah.
he's doing in Minnesota.
Imagine Wink Martindale. I say
Wink
it all the
Martindale
time.
that we should have never let go. I like Wink.
I was a
You know what I
huge
mean?
fan of Wink.
But obviously, if he can't get along with our fucking coaching staff, and
I know he had to go.
Obviously he has to go. But like, maybe you should have kept him. Maybe you should have had him.
He's not killing it in Michigan right now. Like I've been keeping an eye on Wink. Michigan's not one of these top 5 defenses in the country. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, yeah, and he was a big scheme guy. He was blitz heavy. You know,
I loved it.
I love blitz heavy scheme.
He manufactured pressure. He had to do it. Because remember, our defense was horrible. And he manufactured. He got everything.
And listen, do I think he would come up with different angles to blitz these guys? Do I think we would see a lot more of all these guys on the field at the same time, coming from different angles with like a Wink Martindale style defense? Absolutely. But that's why I said, I'll go back to what I said just before. I think you get a young, hungry guy to come in here that was like an assistant with someone that's been killing it for a couple of seasons. Like, for example, I don't even know who it is, but and not that this is the guy, but like who the hell is Spagnuolo's assistant over in Kansas City? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, that dude's been studying under him, been to championships. Like, a guy like that, if it's the right person, I'm not saying it is. I don't know who it is, but like, imagine if that dude's like 30 something years old. He's been with Kansas City for like 4 seasons, studying under a guy like Spagnuolo. That would be a dude that's hungry for an opportunity like this. You know what I mean? And like, that would be a great candidate to bring in as a defensive coordinator. Now, again, I don't know. I'm getting way ahead of myself because we might replace David with more of a defensive guy, and then that'll kind of bring in that presence for next season.
Shane Bowen was a question mark, though. Shane Bowen was a big question mark with the hire. Like, nobody understood that hire.
You know what I understand, that he was a lame duck coach, Dable, and I'm sure a lot of coordinators that he called were like, "Fuck you, I'm not coming with you. I'm going to be canned in a year." So I'm sure it was a bad situation from the start. Wink leaving the way he did, and kind of like Dable was iffy after year 2. It was like, oh shit, what is he gonna do now? You know what I mean?
These guys talk too around the NFL, so
it's like a fraternity there with that type of nonsense. And listen, I was optimistic with Bowen. He was coming from a Vrabel system. Vrabel played in Belichick's system in New England, so I was hoping he would have brought some of that with us. Again, he was supposed to be really good at stopping the run, and that was one of the big key factors in the hiring process. At least that was the shade that they were fucking blowing over us to get us to buy in, and it didn't happen, bro. It didn't happen, bro. I get Dable now wanting to rock the boat at this point, and that he's we're not going to fire the guy. Like, we're running this through the season. There's no reason to shake anything up, fire anybody. It's not going to change nothing.
Pat Leonard reported, he's a Giants beat writer. He reported today that Dable goes and Shane will stay. That's what he reported today. That's what he's
Shane
will end up staying.
And I've heard mixed. I heard they both go.
Yeah, I could see that.
But I could see Shane staying and Dable going for sure.
You know what? If I was Shane, I would have cut bait with Dable last year. I was like, you know what? I need to save myself. If we're not a package deal, you gotta go. And I'm firing you, and I'm hiring my next guy. Because if you think about it, that's
why he gets fired.
That was a big problem with Gettleman. Gettleman never got the right coach. He was,
right.
Like, he was always fucking up with the coaches. Shermer.
I think they should have kept Shermer. I think they should have
kept I don't like Shermer.
Well, Shermer's in Colorado right now as fucking the OC for Deion Sanders. You really want to keep that dude?
OC.
I'm saying over Judge. Over.
No, I mean, I listen to over Joe Judge and shit like that, whatever. But you know what I mean? Like, dude, but
Judge wasn't even a Gettleman hire. That was totally Mara. Mara totally made that hire. That was like, they were like, we love this kid. He crushed the interview. And that's where Mara was like, I had to get him. And again, we're always looking for a coach on a bad coaching cycle. Last year was the year to go get another coach. You had Ben Johnson.
But the Bears aren't killing it. Aaron Glenn ain't doing shit.
You had Mike Vrabel. Vrabel was available.
Yeah, but we weren't getting Vrabel. Vrabel wanted back in New England. That shit was under the table. Kraft was getting him no matter what, bro. He was bringing in a hometown.
Heck of a move, man. Like, that guy's available and nobody gets him.
Yeah.
All right, here's a question for you guys.
You know what I mean?
Me and my coworkers were talking about this. What do you think about Belichick now?
I'll take him.
Just we all 50-50.
As long as nobody.
I would not take him.
For a coach, I don't want him to get guys.
Want me to go down to the coaching in college, If you want me to go college, I'll bring in Lane Kiffin.
I don't like him.
Reunite him with Dart.
I don't like him. I don't like what you just said. I
No?
don't like this idea of just because they have a history together that he gets the job.
No.
I don't like that.
Kiffin's got the experience. He's doing really well in Ole Miss. All right, they're still a fucking highly competitive team every season. He's a good recruiter. He knows how to run offenses. Listen, you got to pair him up with the right defensive coordinator.
I think Lane Kiffin as an offensive coordinator in this league, great. As a head coach, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's what he's gunning for.
I got a guy that you guys may have forgotten or may not like, but I like him. Frank Reich.
Yeah, where is he though?
I don't think he's anywhere. I don't think he's working anywhere. High school, I don't know.
I think he's listening to this podcast right now.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I like him. I liked Frank Reich. I thought he was given a raw deal, and I'm like, he was a solid. To me, give him another shot. I think he'd be all right.
So currently he's the interim head coach at Stanford. So it depends what Stanford offers him. He might not leave the collegiate area right now. He might stay there. They might offer him a ton of money depending on how they do. Who knows?
Is Stanford any good this year?
No, they're not that good, but that's the reason why he's the interim coach.
All right, they fired a coach. Yeah. Sorry. I just put that together as I asked the question.
But I get it.
I like Reich. I don't know. I thought when he was with Carolina, right? And he was with Indy.
I'll be honest with you though, and I don't want to discriminate or anything like that. If I'm going to go into that age group, I'm going Gruden all day long.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Like, I'm trying to be realistic about it.
Well, Frank Wright's out of left field, and he's all the way on the West Coast right now. You want to bring him in to coach the Giants?
Do you guys think Gruden was really building something good with the Raiders?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
He just bro. Yeah. He was like a couple of years off, but yeah, he was there. And
they made some really bad emails.
Yeah, but the whole draft, the emails, it really fucked that team.
No, I'm talking about the draft. I'm talking about Colin Farrell and picking him at 4, picking the Henry Ruggs kid who is in jail now.
Well, I mean, you can't predict that type of shit.
Character, no character. It's on the draft pick. I'm sorry. You got to
listen. Not everybody could be the fucking Chiefs and get their guy out of jail like that.
Yeah.
All right.
True. Listen, I'm all in on
Rasheed Rice didn't kill anybody, right?
He might not have killed
him.
Ruggs killed somebody.
A lot of
a little bit of a difference.
It seemed to be nothing now.
We've seen the video of that shit. That shit was it killed a woman and her dog, which is fucking really fucked up. Yeah.
No, it was terrible. It was fucking terrible. But
yeah, like getting off that, Chucky all day for me. I'll take Chucky in a heartbeat.
I just don't think it's
because he has that attitude for New York that he could get away with and talk to the media. He could talk down to them, and they have to respect him. There's nothing they could do you know what I mean? You're not going to get a Jordan Rahan or all the guys on Twitter saying shit about Chucky. That's for damn.
Yeah, for real. You know what I mean? I agree with Mike there 100%. Like that is another thing.
I don't agree with that. I think the media will get on anybody.
Yeah, they can get on him, but he ain't going to stand for that shit.
If Chucky is losing and starts the season at 0-4, hell yeah, they're getting on him.
He's going to be like, I'm cleaning up this idiot's mess from last year.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, get the fuck off of me. And why don't you go clean up your tweets on Twitter?
This town is the most impatient town ever. We haven't won. Even us will get on him. Are you kidding me? We were like, oh, it's the same shit. Like
honestly,
that leash will not be that long. It won't be. No way.
No, but again, and that's the thing too, where even if he only came in for 3 seasons, it might be just enough to clean shit up and get it right for the next guy in. You know what I mean?
That's why I can't stand like Salah would say it, and then I think Aaron Glenn said it. Like Jet fans, you gotta be patient. That is the one fan base you should not say that to. Like they've never won. You know what I mean? Like they've been in misery for God since we were kids. It's like you don't say that to And now
this team, this franchise, this organization, we need a winner back in here. Okay.
Yeah.
Like Tom Coughlin, say what you want, and maybe he was too much of a disciplinarian when he first came here, but he took fucking Jacksonville to the AFC Championship as an expansion team almost.
Second
year, dude. Like, bro, that's incredible.
And lost to Elway's Broncos.
Yeah, and don't forget, he was on he was on Parcells' coaching staff as a wide receiver coach with Belichick and shit. He won a Super Bowl with them. Takes them to the AFC Championship game. I mean, like. We need something along those lines, kind of come back in here
Read his
with
book
the
that he just came
experience.
out with last year. I forget the name of it. It's so freaking good. Tom Coughlin's book. Read it.
Mm.
I haven't gotten
You
that yet.
guys will love it. You guys will love it.
No, but you get like that's what this team needs. We tried it. We've been down this road so many times since Coughlin with all the new coach, this guy, this coordinator, he's the next vibe. Woo! And it hasn't worked. It hasn't fucking worked, man. Unless you're grabbing one of these coordinators that's been a hot name like a Ben Johnson, let's say. But even Ben Johnson, like, yeah, the Bears are good, but they're not great. They're not killing it. I get it's his first year. We'll see what happens next year with them. But I mean, yeah, I've seen some games.
That's a tough division, though. That's a real tough division.
Is there?
And we're not.
This year, we have those
Listen,
division winners going to playoffs, and that's it.
We listen when you have
All four of their teams are above 500.
but go yeah, this year. So what? You know, but going into the season, we have the Super Bowl champ and the NFC fucking contender. Going into the season with a team that just missed the playoffs. That's what we were going up against.
That's tough.
You know what I'm saying?
And
that North that you talk about, they all got embarrassed in the playoffs. Every single fucking one of them.
We're in the regular season right now, and they're all performing.
I got a question. Is there any like women assistants out there that we could hire as head coach? Get the first woman as a New York Giant head coach? We got nothing to lose. Why not? Bring her in for a couple years.
Hey, with the new mayor, we might.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm still on that train of grabbing the offensive coordinator that doesn't have a name yet. You know, that we don't know.
That you want to make a name.
We will make a name. Yeah, and I want an offensive guy.
I thought
we have a young quarterback. We have a young quarterback. I want an offensive guy. Do not give me a defensive guy. I don't. You will stump the young quarterback's growth if you get a defensive head coach. I want a young offensive coordinator that his first job.
But what if it's a similar situation to what I was saying earlier tonight, where you get that young, hungry offensive coordinator to come in under a defensive coach, where the guy's gonna be, look, I'm a defensive minded guy, so I'm gonna be hands off the offense. It's all you, kid. You know what I'm saying? The kid that's like, wait a minute, if I take this team and I run with this team and we're good and we go to the playoffs and we win some games, I'm gonna be a head coach somewhere soon in a couple of seasons.
See, I like what I'm trying to say. I like those names that are still around, like McVay, Shanahan. I like Stefanski. I know people are off on him. I think Stefanski, I hope he gets fired because I want him. I think he's a good coach. I do. I like the dude from who's Cincinnati's coach? Who's the Bengals coach?
He's another one from that tree, but he sucks.
He's not that bad.
Dude, they can't build an offensive line.
I like the defense. They don't draft them. They don't fucking draft them.
You're part of that. You're part of that decision making.
No, it's the GM, whoever the fuck that is.
I said you're part of it. I didn't say you make the final.
The Bengals fucked up by paying all these 3 players. You know, that's where they fucked up. You know, and then they have to draft 100% then because they're only playing 3 guys.
You got to hit every
GM fucked it up.
You got to hit like 60, 70%.
And do you guys remember the defensive coordinator for the Bengals, Oriema? I forgot where he went. I like him. Interview that. You want a defensive guy? Interview that guy. I think he's with Denver. Don't quote me on that. Can you look it up, Jules? Oriema.
What about Antonio Pierce as a defensive coordinator?
No, I don't want any part of it, bro. No? None. Absolutely not.
I don't like it either.
Listen, how about Jesse Armstead?
He had a nice little
He's been with the organization. He had
a nice little run, Antonio did. And that, bro, I think I think he's a consultant right now.
It's like a rah-rah guy, like kind of a coach. I don't know. I don't know. Either way, we need.
Yeah, no, he's not. He got that job way too quick. He skipped over how many dudes?
And I don't want that anymore. We've had that for fucking Vance Joseph is the D coordinator for Broncos.
Vance Joseph. No, what was the guy's name? He was the Bengals when they went to the Super Bowl. He was the defensive coordinator. He had like nothing on that defense, and they did their thing.
Zach Taylor? No, wait. Al Golden?
No.
That's currently. So Zach Taylor's your head coach.
Zach Taylor, I don't think he's that bad. I don't think he's that bad of a. How do I find it?
You got to find somebody. Either way, Dable's getting fired.
Oh,
Lou Anarumo. Lou Anarumo. Where is he now?
He's fucking. I think he's coaching Roosevelt High School.
No. I think he's a defensive coordinator somewhere.
He's the next mayor of New York City.
Yeah. He just ran for mayor. Yeah, he's from Staten Island, you know.
Lou Anarumo.
Bring him here.
Anarumo. Now I got his name.
Well, listen. Either way, I think Brian Dable's gone. But what do you guys think about next week's game against the Bears?
He's for the Colts.
He's in Indiana.
He's on the Colts. He's Indy's defensive coordinator. What you got to say? That's a job. That's a candidate right there. That's a candidate.
All right.
I mean, he's a Staten Island guy.
What do you guys think?
Born and raised in Staten Island.
I like him.
I'll take anybody on the team.
These are guys that I know their names, you know. I know who they are. There's a lot of guys I don't know, you know. Do you guys like Brian Flores? I like him as a coordinator. I like him as a head coach, but when he pulled with the Giants, he can go fuck himself.
Yeah, he's not coming.
Yeah, fuck him.
No, listen, that I like the name you just threw out there. That's a name to keep an eye on for sure.
All right.
You know,
he took the Bengals. Do you remember how shitty? Do you remember how shitty that Bengals defense was? And he took them with without guy trainer. What was his name? BJ Hill. Remember BJ Hill was fucking dudes up in that playoff.
And wasn't Eli Apple the corner?
Eli Apple was the corner talking shit. And they went on that Super Bowl run. Then that guy bounced. And look how bad the worst defense in other than Dallas. And then look at Indy.
Yeah, but you just said you didn't want to bring in that kind of guy.
I don't, but to appease you guys because you guys are saying defensive, like there's that guy. Let me do some more research on some.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're gonna have months to figure this one out.
BJ Hill for Price. What a fucking trade that was.
Yeah. Yo, BJ Hill was a fucking man too. I loved BJ Hill.
Me too. A lot of Giant fans.
He still might be in the league.
He's still playing. He's still playing.
Like I said, there's not much that can be said about this team, and that's what's so embarrassing. We were in so many games. This season could have flipped around in so many different ways, and it did.
Matt Jones went like 14 for 14 in the first half. The guy looked like Joe Montana.
Yeah. Always against us.
Again.
Insane.
I remember what was it? It was Sam Darnold that did that to us week 1 last year with Minnesota, right? Came out, the dude was like 17 for 17 before throwing an incomplete pass. It's like, come on, man.
Yo, I'm totally done with Darius Slayton. Done.
Thank you.
Everybody is.
Done.
Everybody.
Thank you. You guys were ready to beat me up a month.
You know what it is? I like Slayton as like a locker room guy and all that, and he's homegrown. And he showed his rookie year that the guy could catch balls. Yo, all he had to do, he was scared of the ground. He was scared of falling, and he dropped that ball. And then he came up like a bitch that he is. I'm like, oh, I'm fucking done with this guy. I'm fucking done with him. Like Dart put it right where it needed to be. Yo, that dude almost stripped it away from him.
You're done with him. You're done with him, but we're stuck with him. With the team stuck with him. Like, they didn't make any moves. They're going to have to play him. Everybody else is hurt. Like, unless McLeod really comes along and learns the playbook, he's not out getting snaps. And Hyatt's definitely not out snapping him. So we're stuck.
What happened to Little Jordan?
I don't know. Like, Little Jordan Humphrey, they should have gave him more playing time. I don't understand what this coaching staff does. I don't get it. He was making some plays. He's like 8 feet tall. Let him have a shot. I don't understand like this coaching staff. But like I said before, moving on to Chicago, do we have any chance with this offense against Chicago? Is it going to be a high scoring game, you think?
It could be.
The Bears are going?
It could be a shootout. No. It has the potential to be. Because their defense is not that good.
They're not.
And like this is where you get like weird names to just step up and catch a few passes and make some scores and shit. I'm not saying we win. I'm just saying like the game goes over.
That's what I'm thinking too.
It looks like Dart comes out in the first drive and does a great job. We run the ball, and then we go cold, and then we get some garbage points at the end. It looks like the script. I don't know if it's Dable. I don't know if it's Dart. I don't know if it's the lack of weapons. I don't know if it's a combination of all three.
Probably all the above.
Like the script has been kind of the same. You know, with this offense, we come out, we look good. I'm like, holy shit. Theo Johnson, what a great fucking touchdown there. You know, and he drove us down. Tyrone Tracy looks good. Tracy, don't forget. Tracy's a fucking good running back. He's a solid running back. And you throw Singletary in there, I think the run game will be fine. You know, Scatterboo hurts, but you can replace running backs in this league.
Yeah, but no Scatterboo, no neighbors.
Yeah, it just kind of gutted our best two weapons. But
Yeah, you know,
but
it just
Dart,
hurts.
I don't want Dart in these blowouts. I don't want him in there late. Like pull him and you're going to hurt him. And he still runs like a maniac. I think he's another one. He's walking on a thin line.
It scares me. Look at what happened to Daniels on Sunday night. It scares the shit out of me that he's running around like a maniac out there at times.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, right? Like, and again, it goes back to what we were touching on last week. It's like, because you know what? Quarterbacks have been doing this for years. This isn't anything new. Why is it that everyone's so afraid to let fucking young guys play?
He does
And I
it too
think it
much,
goes
though.
back. I think it touches exactly what we touched on last year.
Because
Last week.
he's our future. He's the
No,
only
I get it.
reason
I
why
get it.
we're watching.
I get it. But like, you know what, dude? Like at the same time, you know what? So what? So now we're gonna run into the point where all of a sudden, when we actually need him to play fucking 19 games in the season,
I didn't want him to
hold
go.
our breath because he's never done it before.
I would have stuck with Wilson and Winston at this point. I was waiting for Dart to come in after the bye in December.
Well,
That was
I get
that was
that.
my goal. I didn't even want I wanted this dude in saran wrap with a clipboard right now. That's what I wanted.
Yeah, I mean, of course, wishful thinking. Yes.
How do we know? How do we know right now where we think he looks good? How do we know this year is not really fucking him up? All these hits he's taken, like it's gonna make him skittish, like we did with Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones' best year was his rookie year. Best year.
Hopefully,
Think about
history don't repeat itself.
But think about what I'm saying though. We brought this kid way too
No,
early.
you know why? Because I'm
to
going to tell
save
you
a
this.
job of a guy that's out of here.
I'm going to tell you a major difference here between those two players that you just compared. Daniel Jones could run. Once he got going, he was quick, he was fast. But when he was in the pocket, there was so many times he looked like he was fucking like a statue. He was like just like stiff, didn't move around in the pocket well.
Rookie year.
It was 1-2 read, throw the ball or take off and run.
That's the
I
difference.
don't see that with Dart. Dart
That's
moves
the difference.
around that pocket.
Jackson Dart, that's your number one difference. And that's what I love about Dart. He doesn't get locked into the first read. He will go to the second, third read. And for a young quarterback to do that and not turn the ball over,
right,
is a nice. That's a really
and you got to understand. You got to understand too. As a quarterback, you feel the pocket around you. You feel presence. You hear footsteps. He moves in that pocket like an experienced player. It's incredible. Like the way he moves up and down and back and forth. He's graceful in that pocket.
His footwork,
you can't teach that like that.
He's ridiculous.
Huh?
His footwork.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous.
It's incredible. That should only get better.
He's yet to give us that big stat game though. Like
he doesn't have his number two. He doesn't have his number one fucking receiver, bro.
Number one receiver, number one running back.
We brought up Jaden Daniels, right? Jaden Daniels. Now let's take Debo out of the situation, right? But when he didn't have Terry McLaurin, he looked mediocre, right? When you take away Debo Samuel and fucking Terry McLaurin, what is Jaden Daniels doing?
I don't think anybody's throwing 300 yards anymore. Personally, I don't think anybody's throwing that sort of yardage anymore.
What do you mean?
I think quarterbacks are averaging like 230 yards throwing. Then they'll run another 60 yards, and that's how they make up the 300 yards.
No, I get all that. No, that's not what I'm saying. But when Jaden Daniels was doing the shit that he was doing as a rookie last year, he had a fucking healthy Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin's been a pretty good receiver in the NFL for a number of years, and he had his best season.
He's very good.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Like, Terry is
a
very
good receiver for the last few years. Yeah. You know, but like he had his best year last year. Now this year he's doing dog shit, and Washington's struggling, and Jaden Daniels is hurt, and he's back. Bro, he's not doing shit either without his guys. You know what I'm trying to say? So, like, let us get another draft pick where we could continue to build this fucking team. Let's get a real fucking coach in here. Let's get a healthy Neighbors back. And then let me see what the fuck what this kid does.
I wouldn't count too much on Neighbors. It's he might have lost all his burst. That dude who knows if he's coming back next year,
bro. It's not 1995 anymore, man. These guys got the best fucking doctors in the world.
Yeah,
Jules.
He went to a Dallas Cowboy doctor. Did you know that one, Jules?
Okay, who cares?
Oh,
I don't care. Listen,
you don't think that's weird?
That dude gave him an elbow.
If that's the best doctor in the country,
is he the best doctor? You're talking out of your ass. You don't know.
I was just saying, but listen. There's got to be a reason why he went there. So if that's the best doctor in the
because he
country,
wants to be a cowboy. That's my
please.
reason.
Was he going to be number 3 to fucking Pickens?
Yes.
Like, come on.
Screwed him up.
Yes.
He gave him instead of ACL, he gave him like rubber bands in there, man. Fucking messing him up. Yeah, we gotta wrap it up.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, to leave it on that, like I said, if you're gonna want the best doctor, and the best doctor happens to be like part of the Cowboys organization, but that guy has the most experience with dealing with these type of injuries and how to repair them and what the best rehab is, then you go there. Who cares? At the end of the day, you know, the guy's a doctor. He's got to keep his.
We need to get to the bottom of that.
Sabotage.
I will be doing some investigating and find out.
We got so many weeks to talk
He
about
was
nothing.
he was partying with fucking Des Bryant and her mother and his mother, and that's how he ended up. Yo, use my doctor. My doctor fixed my knee back 10 years ago. And Malik was like, sure, okay.
And yeah, wait,
The doctor from The Simpsons.
A major knee injury, if I'm not mistaken.
What?
Didn't Des Bryant have a major knee injury in Oklahoma State?
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
I'm pretty sure he did. Like,
but then, why did he wait so long to do this ACL surgery?
Well, we talked about this. Did we talk about this last?
But I'm saying, maybe the Dallas Cowboy doctor was like, maybe we'll wait a little bit longer. I'm just saying.
He'll be back after the Giants versus Dallas in week 3 day.
We got this guy rehabbing before the fucking surgery.
But listen, that's the other thing too with all this shit nowadays is that there's been so many like let's just take for example with baseball, because you hear about it a little bit in football too. They literally named an injury after a player, the Tommy John injury, right? Bro, like Tommy John now, that's it. It happens a little more frequently than it used to, but at the end of the day, like these Tommy John surgeries come in, they know exactly what they're doing. They know the rehab, they know how to get back, they know the training. Like they've been doing it for so many years at this point that they're specialists that just know how to train you and get you back to it. You know what I'm saying?
Still 12 months. Still 12-month injury.
That's fine. But if you want to question, the only thing you could question here, and this will go back to what you said almost 2 seasons ago, right at this point, is his character and worth ethic will now come into full play. Because if he's got the right mentality and he does the right kind of training and has the right kind of discipline, he'll be back on track by the summer. You'll see.
And diet.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. No, yeah, you need all of that. Everything's got to factor in, right? That's what I meant by training, right? Right training, right mentality, right worth ethic. You have all that on your plate, and you're that kind of person who's that serious about your craft and you want to go after it, he'll be back at no problem. He starts lacking, blah, 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 and he's bullshit.
A superstar in New York. That kid is playing, going to the clubs, chilling. That's what he's doing. You'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. Time will tell with that one. All right.
And I will tell you, I told you so. I'll be the first one to let you know.
And are we touching on the Bears, or are we just going to save that for fucking the pick segment where we'll dive deep into the Bears-Giants matchup?
You guys aren't scared of the Bears.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned for the Bears in the pick segment.
Pick segment. We're not scared of what?
Teaser.
You guys aren't scared of the Bears?
Ooh, that's going to be a nice little intro to the Pick'em segment. Pick'em's going to be fun this week. I guarantee it. Stay with us. Like and subscribe. Hit us up on the Pick'em segment. It's the only thing we have joy about, especially Vinny coming off of a 10-win week.
What?
Oh.
Go Giants. Peace.
Peace. Go Blue.